Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm just going to be giving my outlook on tomorrow's potential price action as a result of market participants trading today. Now, as you know, today was actually our USD bank holiday, meaning more likely than not, without even looking at the chart, we're going to see some sort of range of consolidation put into play. And that's exactly what we got today. We've got a clear range of consolidation on the dollar index, actually managing to trade above our previous weekly low. Now, trading above our previous weekly low actually gave confirmation that more likely than not, in tomorrow's London session, we are going to see some sort of sell-side liquidity get taken, and then potentially a move to the upside, looking to actually target our daily fair value gap. Now, going into our New York session, this is where intent and predictability will obviously be a lot higher if market participants do actually want to make a run for our daily fair value gap. Now, with saying this, actually, such a significant level, such as our daily fair value gap, in the opposing direction of our overall weekly bias is actually a very high probable move. So I will actually be looking to take advantage of a trade tomorrow, as more likely than not, it will present itself tomorrow as a result of how market participants actually traded today. Now, going into the actual framework itself, I want to see London create some sort of, Judas swing to our sell-side liquidity, more likely than not creating low of the day for the dollar index, and then showing clear intent to trade prices a lot higher, quite straight away. Now, this will be easy to see on our 4-hour chart, as I actually want to see our bodies respect our previous weekly low here, showing us that there is going to be actually clear intent to actually trade prices higher before we potentially look to continue with our weekly bias to the downside, towards our monthly fair value gap. But as of now, let's just concentrate on what the most likely move is going to be tomorrow. So our London Judas potentially creating low of the day, prices traded higher, and then I want to see New York Open actually pull back, retrace potentially into OTE. And then this is where, our buys are going to be, high probable and predictable into our daily fair value gap. And obviously, if we do, and when we do reach our daily fair value gap, then we'll obviously assess how market participants actually trade in live time. Now, let's take a quick look at some of our USD pairs. So, like Euro USD, you can see very, very similar to how the dollar index traded. We actually saw, prices go lower, actually engineering some buy-side liquidity. Therefore, more likely than not, going in tomorrow, we're going to see, our daily fair value gap hold, London actually push, get our daily manipulation to the high, more likely than not going to see high of the day, and then prices trade lower, and like mentioned, potentially see OTE going into New York session, and then make a run for our daily bias. Now, it's going to be very, very important as soon as price and if price actually down to our, daily fair value gap to take profit. Don't get greedy, saying how, stretching how far, price can push into it. Just take profit here. And another thing to actually realize, what could actually speed up our Judas is going to be how we actually have our GU news tomorrow. As you can see, in 7 AM, we've got claimant account change, and at 9:30, we've got government Bailey speaking. This could do very similar. I'm looking for some sort of manipulation to the high, and then copy obviously what I've said with the dollar index and EU. Now, quickly going into the overall weekly bias for the 10-year US government bonds. Tomorrow, I'm actually expecting some sort of bullish prices. Actually, tapping into some of our back into our leg here, where price is obviously inefficient. And then come Wednesday, this is where more likely than not we're going to see some sort of midweek reversal, and we're going to see prices actually purge our equal lows here, continuing how simple market structure and how market participants have actually traded in some of our previous weeks. So I hope this video does help, and I hope this gives some sort of insight to the framework that I'll actually be looking to take advantage of. If London does offer post news for GU, I will potentially be looking to get into, an intraday position, actually riding down price all the way down to this daily fair value gap to where, once it reaches, I can then assess to get into any potential swing plays. But, again, many thanks for listening, and I hope this video was informative.